this video, I will be talking about attribute element within the FetchXml statement. Now, attribute element, while writing a FetchXml code, basically points to a specific column in a Dataverse table. Now, the attribute properties are name, which will be more frequently used, alias, aggregate if you're performing an aggregation, on then there are like something called as distinct as well. Now, in the example over here, you can see the usage like attribute name, alias, aggregate, distinct. Most of the places you will see the attribute as name. However, you can use other things like date grouping, distinct, group by, row aggregate, user time zone. So, depending on what kind of column you have, it will allow you to perform some operations with regards to that specific text. Now, let me go into the demonstration. So here, how do we write the fetch XML code? Now, first statement is fetch. You can specify whether you want top equal to 50 or top equal to 5, like top 5 records. Entity name is account. And then within entity, you specify attribute. Now, attribute, you can close it in one single tab, and then you just say attribute name equal to whatever is the logical name. So it can be a name, or it can be an email address, or and you can also specify multiple attributes. So you can specify either none, or you can specify more than one. So let's see that in action. I'm using XRM toolbox tool. So let me close all the other tabs which I have already opened for other demonstration. Yep. So let me close all these things. Yep. So let me open fetch XML builder. So fetch XML builder tool, and now here it is already pre-filled with some value. So I'll just say new query to new tab, and then here I can see there is a simple fetch XML with no entity name. Now you cannot run this because it is not pointing to any entity. So let me execute this. Once I execute this, it will give me an error. It says expected non-empty string, parameter name, entity name. So that is required. So you just specify which entity you want. Now I have a custom table over here which is named as airlines. So I'll pick up airlines. I'll say okay, execute this. It will list down all the output. So I don't want serialized JSON as an output. This is the query fetch top 50, entity name is GCOP Airlines, and then it will give me the result. So let me close this, execute this, and I'll say view, result type, grid view, close serialized JSON, and then this is the output. So I got all the columns. Now, if you do not specify attribute, then it will not give you, it will give you all the available columns within your Dataverse. But if I specify explicitly, then I can just do a right click over here, add attribute, and then specify what column you want. So I'll say I want name. Execute this, and it will only list down the airline's name. Now I can add multiple attributes. So I'll just go over here, add attribute, and let me add a couple of them. So let me pick up supervisor. Then let me pick up total staff and aircraft. So let me pick up total staff, and then let me pick up another attribute, total aircrafts. So these are like some of the example, like fictitious example over here. And then I'll just execute this, and then it will list down the table accordingly. Now, as you see, supervisor, which is a lookup, it has given me the ID of the user table as well, like ID of that particular table. Like this is the GUID. Now, if I go into the fetch XML, I have 4 columns. Now, what I can do, I can even specify other attributes. So if I just press space, then I can say distinct. So I want supervisor to be distinct. So let me see, indicates if duplicate values should be allowed or not. So if I just type in distinct equal to true and then execute, so this was the result. So I got many record. But now if I just say distinct equal to true, now I just cannot type in over here. If I want to type in supervisor distinct, just click over here, and then you just specify more attribute. So if I just say more attribute over here, then I can specify any other columns which I want. So let me pick up email address. So I have this email address. So I have the supervisor, I have email address, I have total staff, I have got total aircraft. So I can specify as many attribute I want. And then if I just do an IntelliSense over here, then I get an alias. So I can specify the alias. So here in alias, I can say against supervisor, I will just say delegates. Then it will add that as a delegate over here. Then if I just do a right click on this, I have an option to delete. Now I have already added email. Now if I do not want, I can delete this and it will just go away from this list. If I just do a space bar, I just press a space bar, then I have another option to perform some actions. Like I can specify aggregate, I can specify uh, distinct, now let me say if attribute name is G Corp, and I will say I want to do a aggregate, and you need to specify the column name. So I need to specify the column name, and then you can perform, you can say I want to aggregate by the total staff or the total aircraft, and then you can draft your query accordingly. Now here if I just do a right click over here, I have an option to select, I have an option to put a comment. So I can put a comment so that it looks pretty nicer. Also I have a quick action section over here to specify further attribute. There are some things which you can perform using the UI, there are some things which you cannot perform using the UI. uh, Now in this fetch xml tool, you can just craft your query, and then you can see the result in this particular window, and then result view will give you the output in a grid fashion. So if I just execute this, then it will see that, like the column name is delegates. Now why the column name is delegates instead of supervisor is because you have specified the alias as delegates. So like this you can execute different things. Now you can also specify distinct equal to true. So now in my example, in the airline example, I don't have any specific record set which has some duplicate values, but then you can perform aggregation, you can perform distinct, you can even specify alias for multiple columns. So that's it, folks. This is all about attribute within fetch xml. Thanks for watching.